Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing the series that we did start yesterday where we are rebuilding every single NBA team with a lottery pick, starting from pick number 1 moving all the way to pick number 14 until we can win a championship with that team in 2K25. In case you missed it, we did rebuild the Mavericks and win a championship with Cooper Flagg in year number 2. This is going to be a realistic Spurs rebuild with the second overall pick. So be sure to stay tuned. I do have some crazy plans for this Spurs team. First up, taking a look at retirements: Lowry, Horford, Conley, Lopez, Kevin Love, JaVale McGee. A bunch of these solid NBA guys retire. Kelly Olynyk at only age 34. Yeah, a bunch of really good NBA role players do retire. We are using a different share file than we did last video. So in this world, the New York Knicks are coming off of a championship where they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games. So that's a good thing to keep in mind to see if the Knicks do end up getting a repeat. And as you can see here, the draft lottery is correct here on 2K. Since Popovich did already retire in real life and they did hire a new head coach, I am going to be seeing if I can go ahead and find Mitch Johnson really quick. And here he is here. I think he got like a 3-year deal in real life. We'll just give him that. And then assistant GM, the CPU can hire whoever. Here for pre-draft workouts, we do have picks number 2 and 13. So I am going to bring in Harper, Bailey. We can at least get a good look at VJ Edgecombe and Jeremiah Fears just in case either of them falls. And then Colin Murray-Boyles. And let's do another point guard, probably Nolan Traore, since he does have the French connection with Wemby. We are here at the NBA draft, the Mavericks. I'm going to go ahead and take Cooper Flagg, but I guess we're going to take Ace Bailey. Because I think for a rebuild, if I'm the Spurs, I'd rather go with Ace Bailey. I'm just going to trade him, Cooper, with the Mavericks, just to make sure that they get their guy. I'll get that done in a second. So Cooper Flagg is with the Mavericks now, and as you see here, we are going to end up with Ace Bailey, 79 overall, 6'10", shooting guard, small forward, and we're going to be definitely playing him at the small forward as a rookie. Now here at pick number 13, a point guard is probably the pick that we're going to make here. There are some good guys left on the board. Liam McNeely is a good guy, but we did just draft Bailey, who plays the same position. And I actually am just going to go ahead and draft, Kasparas Jakushinas. I'm going to actually take Kasparas Jakushinas. He's really good in these 2K rebuilds, and I think in real life he's going to be a really solid prospect. Here at pick number 38, we do have some good guys left available. I'm going to go ahead and take Hansen Yang out of China. He's looked really good in the pre-draft process, and I think him and Wembanyama together in the front court should be really good for us. All 3 of these guys will get signed. Yang is only on a 1-year deal, probably with a team option. And team player options here. Sohan, I think we're going to accept. Yeah, he's been pretty good for us. Branham, I'm actually going to go ahead and decline Branham, especially since we did just draft Kasparas Jakushinas, So we don't really need Branham anymore. Blake Wesley, we should be able to let him walk. And Jordan McLaughlin, I guess we're just going to decline him too. I'm just hoping I didn't make the wrong decision taking Ace Bailey over Dylan Harper. But like I said, Bailey is going to play the small forward for us, where he does jump up to an 81 overall. And Stephon Castle is going to come off the bench in year number 2. Unless they want Vassell to come off the bench. Actually, you know what? We'll just keep Vassell at the small forward, and Ace Bailey can come off the bench as a rookie. Qualifying offers, we aren't going to be giving one to either Minix or Harrison Ingram. We don't need either of them next year. And the first trade I really want to make here as the team is trading some of these 3s and 4s, keeping who we want, and also getting off of some of these guys, because these 2 are staying. Keldon Johnson probably will stay. Harrison Barnes has a big contract, and he's going to regress. Sohan's probably going to stay too. And Champagny, he's probably the most expendable out of this group. Him and Barnes together could get us a good backup center or a good backup shooting guard. I'm going to see what I could potentially get for them. So we are going to be asking the Pistons about Isaiah Stewart. I know it is an overall decrease, but because of player progression, Barnes will drop. We're saving about $4 million if they accept this, and we're also getting a second-round pick. It has been declined. Trade override is on. We'll do it without the second-round pick, just a one-for-one deal, and we get it done. Isaiah Stewart now slides right in as our backup center. He's a good enforcer, and he's going to be a great rebounder for us backing up Wembanyama. We have a good backup point guard who I do want to develop around. Shooting guard, Stephon Castle, that's good. Small forward, this is fine. Champagny may get traded, though. Power forward, I like that. Center, this is all going to stay the same, too. And point guard, we may re-sign Chris Paul if he wants to. If not, then I'm okay with this. And Chris Paul, we're going to offer him 1 year, $10 million. No trade clause. We can just give him 1 year, $10 million. Hopefully we're leading on him because he's a good fit for this team, and we're the only team to actually even offer him. And since we have no backup shooting guard and a lot of money to spend, I am going to be sending an offer sheet to either Karis LeVert or Malik Beasley. It's got to be realistic since this is a realistic rebuild. He's coming off a good year, so we are going to offer Beasley 2 years, $10 million with a team option. And then for Karis LeVert, actually, let's go. LeVert's going to be expensive, realistically. So we can go Gary Trent Jr., a $6 million 1 year deal. And then we are going to be trying to bring back Sandro Mamukelashvili next day of free agency to run the power forward for us. We do get all 3 of these guys. I think I'd rather have Malik Beasley, so we are going to decline for Gary Trent Jr., and then Sandro will just give him 1 year, $4 million. And we will move him over to the power forward. We do get him as well, and that's a pretty good free agency class with what we had. Like we said, Mamu is going to be playing the 4 for us. He's likely going to be a third stringer. And small forward's good. Shooting guard, we do need 1 more probably to fill out the roster. And point guard, I'm really fine with that too. Hopefully Chris Paul doesn't regress by too much. And at this shooting guard spot, we have nothing to lose, and it says Isaiah Wong's potential is an A. So we're just going to send him over a 2 year deal with a team option, $3 million a year. Hopefully his potential is at like an 85 or something that can actually help us. I really doubt it is, but we can at least check. And it's at an 83. That's really good for us, actually, to develop him on the bench. For the two-way spots, I did decide to bring in Imani Bates and Ariel Hukporti, as well as also hopefully getting CD Sissoko back on a two-way contract, which we do. And Harrison Ingram, we did decline both of their qualifying offers. They both accepted. Player progression, Wembanyama's up to a 96. Fox jumps 1. Castle up 2. Up 3 for Ace Bailey just because we moved his position. This is all looking really good, but the big thing is Chris Paul only drops by 1, which is huge for us. We get some good development out of Harrison Ingram. He might contend for a roster spot. Isaiah Wong's up 3. Champagny jumps 1. Sissoko jumps 2. And Riley Minix jumps 2. This is actually pretty decent for your number 2. Or your number 1, excuse me, of our rebuild. And we do need to get rid of 2 guys. It's going to be Minix and Ingram. I didn't even offer them contracts. Hanson Yang is the lowest overall guy left on the team, but I do think that we can develop him a little bit. Hopefully his potential is at like a B. It's at a B-. We can work with that. And for year number 1 of the rebuild, I am going to be running a 10-man rotation to open up the season. This is going to be our starting lineup. Ace Bailey will come off the bench unless we can maybe play him at the 4. He is 6'10". We can at least give it a test run. Sohan is a good guy, but I think Bailey's offense will help us out a little bit more, and his development will help being a starter. Chris Paul won't play much, but he definitely will get minutes. And Mamu, yeah, he can get some minutes in too. I don't hate this rotation. Isaiah Stewart, Wong, and Drakushnis will probably be our first 3 guys off the bench to start the year. First game of the season here versus the Clippers is a 1-point loss. Castle drops 23. Ace Bailey 7 and 5 on 2 of 8 shooting. This isn't great. Malik Beasley only scores 2 for us. Versus the Grizzlies, we win by 3. Castle only has 2 this game. Beasley has 16. Bailey has 17. Okay. So we do look like we're going to be in a decent spot. We're going to go ahead and sim to about Christmas unless we need to make a big trade. And here around Christmas time, we do have an injury that we need to take a look at. And it is De'Aaron Fox going down with dislocated patella, is out for the season. That really sucks. Chris Paul, we're going to hold him out for right now just because he's really, gassed. We're going to give Jakushnis a starting role. I don't think he's played this season. Yeah, he hasn't even played any game. We're going to go ahead and sim his rookie game here. And we do win. Jakushnis drops 9. Ace Bailey 14. Let's take a look at Bailey's stats really quick. 11-6, not bad. So I did decide to sim all the way to the trade deadline because we are a really good team at 35-14. Second in the conference. 2 games behind the Mavericks and 3.5 games above the Thunder. So I feel like we should try to make a big swing trade. Taking a look here at who's buying and who's selling. The Timberwolves are definitely selling here. Did they trade Anthony Edwards? It says they have no one on their team who's untouchable. Oh no, he just tore his Achilles. Dang. Denny Avdia could be a guy that we pick up to run our power forward. Or DeAndre Ayton maybe. Warriors are buying, rebuilding for the Wizards, but they don't have much that we could get. The Clippers are selling. I could bring back Kawhi Leonard and really work with that at the power forward. That might be something we actually kind of look to do. It's crazy that they're 14th in the conference at 19-32. That's not even a bad record. The Jazz are rebuilding. I could look to grab Lauri Markkanen or maybe John Collins. And the Magic are selling. If we could get Franz Wagner, that would be huge for the team. Julius Randle's on the Nets. They're rebuilding. And the Pacers are rebuilding too, but they are 35-15, so I don't know if we could get anyone from them. So I think this could be realistic if we really think about it. I know Kawhi probably wouldn't want to go back to the Spurs, but if the Spurs called the phone of the Clippers at the trade deadline and the Clippers were really sucking and offered up, say, Keldon Johnson, $23 million more, Isaiah Stewart, and that means we need like $8 million more, like Malik Beasley. For Kawhi, Seth Lundy, and just throw in Max Shulga, your first round pick. I think this is a somewhat realistic trade because if you're thinking about it from the Spurs perspective, Keldon, we don't need him anymore. Isaiah Stewart, we just got him and we could definitely get rid of him. And Malik Beasley's not a piece for a championship team, really. He's only averaging 9. Stewart's only averaging 5 here. He's not very good. And Keldon's averaging 12. And we're trading it for Kawhi, who comes back to the team, wins them a championship, and they accept the contract. So I really like that. I think we could actually win a championship here in year number 1. I am going to make some moves around the edges, though, because obviously Fox is out 1 to 2 more months. And Seth Lundy, he's definitely gone. We're going to try to sign a big free agent here. Hopefully we have some good guys, and yeah, we do. We have Fred VanVleet. He doesn't want a 10-day contract, so what else do we need except for a Fox replacement? We could really use a backup shooting guard now that we traded Malik Beasley. Max Shulga may stay on the team. And a backup center we really need. Hanson Yang hasn't even played this season. I am going to go ahead and trade finder for Max Shulga. Maybe we can get something decent for him. At least just trade him for some draft capital. And we can do this and release Tolu Smith. That's totally fine with me. And now we just opened up 2 roster spots. And I'm going to see if there's anyone else that we can get in a trade for the backup center. If not, there are some decent free agents available. And here the Timberwolves are selling. I do want to go out and see what it would take for us to get Gershon Yabusele. He would be a decent power forward that we could also play at the center here at the end of our bench. We do have some picks. I'm not afraid to throw away some of these future picks if it means we get a ring this year. 2029 pick. Then to offset the salary, we have a trade exception from Harrison Barnes They don't want to do that. 2 seconds this year, we got a deal. And we get Gershon Yabusele. Hopefully, we can move Mamu back to the center and his overall doesn't drop that much, and it doesn't drop at all. That is perfect. Now, all we need is a good backup shooting guard that can also play the 1, and we're fine. I think we can get that in free agency, and maybe Fred VanVleet running the 2. And you know what? Let's just... Oh, we can't even do it. Oh, the minimum. Let's go. Fred VanVleet, welcome to San Antonio. We are going to run him at the 2. His overall actually goes up by 1. And this team should win a ring here in year number 1. I really hope it does. Here at the contract extension deadline, we are going to take a stop just in case we do have to go into a rebuild next season too. Fox, we do want to make sure he's locked up. That's a steal for us. We're saving about $10 million a year. Kawhi, can we get him for cheap? I think we can, and yeah, that's pretty cheap. And Wembanyama, we're going to deal with that next year because we are definitely going to pick up his team option if we lose the finals this year. And here with just a week left in the season, we do have another big injury, and it is Mamu. He's not someone that we have to have, but 6.5 points a game, and he just has a sprained shoulder. Okay, so that's not terrible. I am going to be really safe just since Fox just got back. We're starting all bad players going into the playoffs. That should be good enough. Hanson Yang's getting 37 minutes against the Timberwolves, and he drops 3 points and 14 rebounds. Isaiah Wong does have 22, though. Against the Warriors, we get destroyed. Jakushinis has a good game. Yang has 9 and 12. We are still second in the conference going into the playoffs here, and we beat the Kings. 55 and 23 is our record. Or no, never mind. I forgot there's still a whole extra week of basketball. And we have another injury, but that's why I started the backups. It's Jakushinis. He wasn't in our rotation anyway. He has a broken ankle. That's why I did that. We will start the starters these last 2 games just because I think it matters a bit for seeding. And we lose the last game of the year, but we do finish as the 2nd seed. Cade Cunningham wins the MVP. That's crazy. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year. 6th man is Tyler Hero. Depoy is Wemby. Most Improved is Khalil Ware. Clutch Player of the Year is also Cade Cunningham. Coach of the Year is Tom Thibodeau. And Executive of the Year is the Mavericks' Nico Harrison. Wembanyama's on All-NBA First Team. He's also on All-Defensive First Team. Ace Bailey finished 3rd in Rookie of the Year with averages of 14, 6, and 2. That's pretty good. And we also get Jakushinis on All-Rookie Second Team, averaging 10, 3, and 4. Taking a look at our stats for the season, this is pretty decent. I mean, Wemby did average 23 for us, Fox 20, Kawhi 16. He played 84 games this season. That's kind of crazy. 15 for Isaiah Wong, 14 for Ace Bailey. Castle had a pretty good year number 2. Did take a step back, but that makes sense since we had a lot more talent. And in first round, we have to take on the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic. It's the same old Nuggets. That's kind of scary, but hopefully we can make it out of there. I mean, we are obviously the better team. 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. And we do not close them out as sweep, but it is in 5, and we have to play the Thunder next. Shea is back from his season-long injury. They are the 3 seed because he was hurt all year. This is going to really suck. We're down 0-1. We're down 0-2. Time to shorten the rotation. This is a little bit scary because if we can avoid season number 2, I'll do it 100%. You know what? Cut Mamu from the rotation too. We don't need him playing playoff minutes for us. Game number 3, we win. 4, it's a loss. 5, we win. 6, we win. And game 7 versus the Thunder. Hopefully we just cruise right through. It's looking decent. I love the Thunder, my favorite team, but I'm rooting against them right here, and we end up destroying them. What in the world? Crazy. And now in round number 3, it's the number 1 versus number 2 team, the Mavericks. They added Malik Monk, and obviously they added Cooper Flagg. Kyrie is back healthy. They take game 1. We take game 2. Game 3, they win. Game 4, we win. 5 is them. We are going to throw Sohan in the rotation for Chris Paul. He was getting really gassed. Probably affecting his play a little bit. Game 7 over in the East. We have home court here in game number 6. We do need to force a game 7. And it looks like we will. Winning by 27. Wembanyama, it says, has had 30 points. Game 7 here. Cooper Flagg versus Ace Bailey. Pick 1 versus 2. Ace Bailey was technically the first overall pick in this world, and we did come back. I'll play if I have to, because I don't want to do a second season of this. I guess we're jumping in. Don't know how to hold the camera, but hey, we'll figure it out, I guess. I guess we're playing on broadcast camera too, because I don't know how to fix that. Wembanyama driving on Lively. This is weird playing on this camera angle, and we throw an interception. I think I do know how to change it, and yeah, we do. Go to, where's 2K? 2K low. Okay, there we go. We need to stop Christie here, and he gets a wide open layup. We trail by 1 now. 105-104 with 1:25 to go. Here's Kawhi Leonard. We get it to Fox. Please make this Fox. He drives, misses over Lively. Wembanyama somehow didn't grab the rebound there. Kawhi on Anthony Davis. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Wembanyama. Sohan and Bailey do need to come out of the game before they do something bad. Wembanyama on Davis. Sohan, please just get downhill. Kawhi, he's got Derek Lively on him. Drop it down to Wembanyama. And he misses the layup. Oh my goodness. Kawhi steals it from AD. Please, Kawhi. Please, please, please. Fox, wide open jump shot. It falls. We win. We lead by 1. And the Mavericks call a timeout so we can get our backups in. Castle and Vassell enter the game for Bailey and Sohan. We need to stop here. Hopefully we can have them waste as much time as we can. Najee Marshall with the ball down to AD. And he gets a tough bucket over Kawhi. They now have a 2-for-1 opportunity, which is a little bit scary. Vassell almost lost the ball there. That was bad. Kawhi, wide open 3. Please knock that down. He misses. And we do foul Lively, but Wembanyama's fouled out. That's not good. Mamu enters the game. They aren't even in the bonus yet. We trail by 1. We can't hurry up and foul. We get Monk. No Wemby in the game is a little bit concerning now. Mamu's going to have to close it out. He hasn't played all night. We need a quick 2. I'm not going to go for the 3 yet. Fox driving on his former teammate Monk, and he gets the bucket. We want to try to foul someone who can miss. I'm going to go with Max Christie, and he passes it, but we do get Monk. I don't know where Kyrie Irving is, but thank goodness he's not here because I know he makes his free throws. Quick look at the score. It is 110-108 with 11 seconds to go. Sorry y'all can't see that.